I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 11 of our Kevin the Daemon Prince as a Grimmhammer campaign. In today's episode we are here to bring down the Norse dwarves of Krakadrak. There's a little bit of a weirdness where they're not actually showing on the map, but we're still going to take them down all the same. They've got flame cannons and some gyrocopters. They have a couple units that would normally be of some concern, and even thinks we're going to lose both of our Slaaneshi spawn. Let's go ahead and prove them wrong and pound these Dawi with some magic. Right then. Lovely bit of magma pouring out of that portal. Surely nothing going on there. I will start deployment. Do they only have the one? Oh, it's a gyro bomber, is it? Yes, indeed. So the gyro bomber is a little bit more dangerous than the normal chopper squad. They've got some bombs that pack a little bit more of a wallop, and the front gun is a little bit more dangerous as well. So we'll make sure that our Furies surround that thing and rip it down, because it has absolutely nothing in terms of melee stats. And we'll make sure the lads that are we'll grab one of the Slaaneshi Furies to go after the flame cannon. We'll use the barrier to take up some of those shots early on. We've got one unit of our actual spawn that can kind of sit up front there. 250 range on the flame cannon is pretty poor, which is going to allow us to be nice and devilish. As at Zeet, we want to set as many traps as possible, so let's cores over here. And then we'll do the Sour Guts and the Chromatic. We'll do the Chromatic Abominations. I think we'll do them in front of this squad, because they can also throw up the 360 missile block, which is a very small 10% shield. So it's a bronze shield minus some, or is that even less than a bronze shield? I thought that bronze was 35%. Ward save, and then just the barrier boost. Triggers when a friendly or enemy spell is cast. We'll allow them to be a little bit more tanky. Sweet business, and then we'll have the Spear Squad. Just try not to use them. I think the Yogo Balls will be better for us. We have the Zangors ready to rush in just in case the Dawi get too close. That'll do. I don't think they're going to get as close as they think. We'll do the Princess of Perfection in here. Do these ones have Guardian? No, but they are able to increase everyone else's missile block chance. Let's throw them in the front area here, so we can hopefully buff up those blue horrors around them. That'll do. Don't know why we need to set up quite this much. Sour Guts on this angle. Perfect. So heroes, front line, missiles, and everyone else. Let's have all of the spear units in guard mode. Everyone else can pursue to heart's content. Let's get it going. Furies, you all go wide. We will send both of the sorcerers forward. So what's our first set? We got Dwellers Below. We got Light of Battle. Resistance and immunity to contact effects. We've got Shield of Thorns, and then we've got Comet. Those pretty good spells here. I think Dwellers Below is going to be our best choice. You can go ahead and get a little bit closer to this line. We'll go ahead and blast the Slayers with the blue fire. I'm keen on overcasting a Dwellers Below in this too. Gotta keep you nearby. Even if you manage to miscast, no problem at all. We'll send in the Fury squads, and you as well. Dwellers Below are ripping them apart. Let's make sure both of our heroes are not wasting their shots at hitting this High Lord. Be an excellent target. And there's a few Quarrelers left. Looks like they might just route on off the battlefield, though. The bomber is running for its life. Alright, the Furies have landed. We should be able to scare them off quite quickly. Let's pull out before those Slayers manage to do anything about it. Okay, they're good. They're both running. Run from the Slayers. I just put it over the top there. I'll have you come after the Gyro Bomber. It's actually defending itself pretty well. Better than one would expect. More blue fire, this time on the High Lord. And we'll just make sure that these two units don't come back. That'll do. Now what? Your defenses have been shattered. We'll move our line around here. Like so. Beautiful stuff. Gyro Bomber's having the worst day. We must battle. Kind of hard to battle when you're completely clogged with wings, though. Well, I think these Impeller Blades would probably be doing all sorts of damage if they got in the wrong spot. That's that group gone, though. You poor fools. Give us a bit more power recharge. You go after the other group, although they might both be shattered, which is just perfect. And now we can harass or Thorgard. Need more Vortex spells for us. First of the Midnight Wind could be pretty solid. Let's make sure these spawn are up front, being the tanks we need them to be. I think fire's great. I think we'll just go for a Comet of Cassadora. Pull up the hill a little ways so we can get everyone shooting the Slayers at once. Comet of Cassadora is going to be the best call. Chain Lightning pretty good too, though. 100% armor piercing. Let's flap it over, that way we can actually use it properly, not have to wait for it to kick in. Inks move up to blast these Dwarf Warriors. Blues come around. Go ahead and rotate the blue army here. Sour Guts find you some targets. Zangors, everyone just come on in. Furies move up. The old sedan, we can drop in the Lightning Storm here and these great weapons and watch them disappear. Oh yeah, stay here with all the shirtless Mohawk crazies. Oh no, this isn't useful. Go the other way. Now here comes the wave of Zangor. The lightning sounds are incredibly loud. That works out. If we lose a few spawn, we can probably go ahead and regrowth those fools there. That way we don't lose too many of them. We've already got the extra group of spawn that showed up in the middle. Zangors and these spawn go after the Hammerers. Looks like we got to deal the death blow to these Slayers with the extra spawn ability, where you just basically turn into Chaos Spawn. Horrifying time for everyone involved. Bring in some more spears. Well, actually, they'll probably perform very horribly in melee. Send in the other Zangors. And then Slaneshi Furies can come in and try to get some side charges there. We can go Harmonic Convergence on Spawn of Zeech. I mean, I think this one's going in the books, boys. Ooh, that is a nightmare. And victory. What are you doing? A little bit of friendly fire. We're trying to pretend to be the Skaven here. I'm going to run off these Dalby for the extra experience, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, only 12 falls, so they indeed give us a decisive win. Been probably a little bit funnier if we were able to steal the flame cannon and bomb them to death, but we'll take it as is and we get a little bit more gold from it. Let's colonize this one for any that we so choose. I think we are missing Ornate Soldiers. Will be the best for the Icicle Pass here. Let's grab our first corn colony. Here at Krakendrack. We will honor them with the Monument to Corn. Void Pendulum. is an anti-magic hex. Seems pretty good if we're fighting the elves. And a Zygian Zealot.
Marvelous.
Away.
Magical.
With that victory, we actually gain up a little bit in terms of the bloodletting, which is perfect. Let's snag for you, Loudseat, a little bit extra magic. Then you also have a little bit more building up per turn, which is also sweet.
Horror of horrors.
Rank 6 is when we first gained the 500% more barrier for blue horrors, pink horrors, and exalted pinks. Wait, you 500%? Yeah, that's not goofy at all. But whole magic seems pretty good too. Let's just go for a little bit more in terms of our spellbook. What I think we're missing at the moment is just single entity damage. Let's grab Shaiish for that. Shaiish for the health zapping. We'll snag the Coordinate Dedicated Hovel, and this will also allow us to add some Corn Boys through Global over here to Blazer's army, who is currently inactive and quite sad. Wants to get out and start massacring, and I understand. What we want to do is get as many of these cult buildings as we can now before the extra experience gain for all of our characters. The faster we get our lords that are able to evolve up to evolution stage, the better. I'd also like to upgrade our Halls of Ovation for the extra post-battle loot. Upgrade up our Cultist of Animal Outpost. Gather up the creature pelts. Like furs, that also still works. Anything that increases our amount of experience. We've got a lot of gold coming in. We're going to obviously continue to make that even more. Grab the Quagmire of Waste over here in the Monolith. Wait. Need more money. Gain that through combat. Glorious combat. Except for you. You stay here because I don't know what's going on over the side. Best news, though, is we can also grab Kevin. Go ahead and kick these demonettes out. And we will replace them with a Plague Ridden. So now we have one of each of the Dark Gods heroes. And I want one of Nurgle for the heals. So Cromulus, like extra experience in causing terror. Scabrous. I will grab Cromulus of the 7th, or of the 7 boxes. You can have a Void Pendulum unless we have anything better. We do not. And enjoy the Zeech Zealot. All the extra corruption we can get.
Demon Prince.
Cool. So you are in, what, tier 1 of Bloodletting? So it takes 2 turns for that to deteriorate. But for now, extra 40 growth in all provinces. Sold. That's beautiful stuff. Where's our next rebellion coming in? Here at Eagle's Peak. So they will show up right outside. Wish your army was a little bit bigger, because then you could stamp them out right away. Hopefully they choose to attack. Rebellion in Eagle's Peak. Grombrindal'S people rise once more, led by Warvor Ironwill. Well, sir, you're about to be Warvor and Deadwill. We just can't do anything for you right now because we have no reinforcements. You just wait, though. We'll be on our way soon. We'll go ahead and let Kolek trespass on through. If we start anything with him, we'll be at war with someone I'd rather not. I'd rather side with Kolek, even though alliances with the Warriors of Chaos don't usually give you anything too good. You can only usually ever get their just tier 1 Chaos Warriors, and sometimes some Norscan Marauders. It's kind of funky, because they don't necessarily recruit their soldiers the way that everyone else does, and throw stuff off.
Empower magic.
So are you, unfortunately, one of the vassals of Kolek, so we can't punch you. We need to go find some more people to fight. Which looks like it's going to be the next, is going to be the Greenskins. We'll have to check the corners here to see who all is left. I do also want to try to duel the Everchosen, who is on this side. So even though if we are going to be, we could be friends with him necessarily, we're going to leg sweep him. Feed his corpse to the heroes. Okay, so where do we want to spend our gold? I think Kevin's stuck for one more turn after all that nonsense. Yeah, one more turn here, so we'll have a Laozi.
Cinches.
We're gonna have to be forced to trespass through most of these people's lands. No one in the north, we've got flashing water, so we're gonna try to just come on through this way then. Raid in our own land, start up a rebellion, and then crack it on the head.
Isn't what master wants.
No real reason to collect income for now, because there's no actual buildings.
Change.
A little bit of a crossroads here. We need to find new people to fight. But we're surrounded by allies. We'll just come on out.
Reshape.
And we can raid on down through our own lands. Hopefully there's some enemies this way. May not even worry about extending this way at all. We're only raiding in our own land, so it's just going to cause issues with Icicle Pass. That's no problem. We'll stop collecting income so it's not quite as bad, but if we kick off a rebellion, so be it. We can dropkick them. Then what we should do is here at the Forbidden Citadel. Your growth and construction cost decrease sounds awesome. But we'll instead snag the Cardinal Dens to help out with control here. And Blazer Squad I will start building up. Just want him to have foreign soldiers. Can we grab some of the RORs? You're incredibly expensive, but the Hellforged Host are awesome. So we'll indeed use all of our gold on the Hellforged Host. Yoink.
Slaves of Khorne.
They would nearly be able to deal with this army just with the two of them. As long as one of these blasting charges... never mind. Blasting charges are the ultimate counter. Do we have any new awesome mutations? No, not at all.
Powers.
You go join up with Kevin's army then. Give him some extra replenishment. We'll start warping our way through the mountains to get into the fight with, I'm thinking... first Kislev, then the Norskins. We might even stab Kairos in the back. We need the blood. You stay here. Move through. We'll just pick diplomacy real fast. Bone Rattlers are at war with lots of order factions. We could go ahead and take some gold from them.
I'm listening.
And then immediately stab them in the back, which I'm gonna do.
Bloodthirsty.
We'll take their money. And then their lives. Okay, cool, and with our extra gold. Already gave him the individual ROR unit, that's all you get. Outside of that, Ultra Spawns is where we're setting up our main recruitment hub, so let's also grab the core building in here as well. We've got them all in one spot. This will give us more unit capacity for Pink Horrors Exalted and Chaos Warriors, so let's do it. Building in the Monolith of Haka, it was just trying to catch up. The only place I want to build is going to be where our cultist camps are. Or, if we can't grab that, which growth and corn corruption sounds great, we will grab the Gibbets and Gallows for even more experience gain, and then it'll further drop to upkeep. And that'll be the turn. Kevin can finally get up into action. Alright, then we'll zoom the map in a little bit so I can actually see what's going on. You are building up quite the force. Thankfully, since we don't have any military buildings in this province, it's not going to be anything other than miners and warriors, so as long as they attack us, we should be able to fight them off at our walls. Let's go ahead and have Laozi.
Me.
How much, if we make them mad, they declare war on us, do we really care? No, but or we've already jumped to inactive.
Not here. There.
March stance then. Before we trespass, Aceling tribe.
The gods might compel me to kill.
You want to act right. Anyone willing to snag?
Dominance. I am
Why
bathed
not?
in lightning. I am energized.
Who are you at war with that we could join
Yes.
What?
I'll join your war with the Keepers of Bliss. Let's make sure I wouldn't be causing any issues with our own reliability, though.
Find any secret.
Okay, cool.
Yet
No
your
issues there.
talk-
Dominate.
You.
Speak, mortal.
Military access, and then I will go ahead and join your war against the Keepers of Bliss. Don't have the money. Why not? Alright, I'll just take all of your gold then.
Good.
It's a deal, don't disappoint.
True savages.
And then the Brennans are fighting. I don't know why I would want any kind of anything with you guys. How much gold are you willing to offer?
Arrival. My
800?
warhounds have not eaten in days.
That's not so bad.
Marauders
I
all.
think they were recently fighting, yeah, the Oracles of Zinch. Prefer to keep on side.
Shatter ice.
Alright, Kevin, we at least have a treaty with the Oracles of Zinch. We can go ahead and teleport through the mountain. Start doing some damage. On Hell's Sent Foot. Our income took a huge hit after upgrading our armies, so let's go ahead and do what we can to fix that. A couple spots here.
Such prismatic splendor.
Well, I would like to move Lousy this direction. It's probably a better idea to move towards everyone else. We can just keep Kolek on this side. That's how we get surprised by random factions. Bring him down to get ready to invade from this side, though, which I would quite like. Let's just trespass on his Aceling tribe.
Fractals of time. Move
Don't care so much about what they have to say to me. Trespass on 2 different factions. That's fantastic. Oh, good. Well, looks like war with Kolek might be on the horizon. Then we'll go ahead and upgrade the Cultist Outpost. Grab Blazers, some troops, maybe?
Executioner.
Nope, no corn boys for you. Could snag these Brutes of the Hound, though, which are also cornate.
Fight
Snack all the
for
ROR
blood
units.
god.
Skulls for his throne. Keepers of Bliss are wiped out, which means we have no more mutual allies with Kolek. Really do need to keep an eye on him. Especially since we've just trespassed all through his allies' lands. Making me sad. I'd like to get out and do some more warring, but he wouldn't let me just sign the mutual travel pact. And then let's shoot a march. We will come on down. Where's the best place to invade Kislev from? They're already really losing their ground, so we're just gonna come through. This army continues to grow. It's likely to attack Kazan Gruntant. Demonettes, they're pretty badly against the armored contingent of Dawi.
The Northmen grow restless.
Continue to upgrade the Field of Bones here for even more experience for... No, experience isn't that big a deal. Monolith of Torvald and Haka. We'll continue to increase our income here at the main provincial capital first. Spending is a little bit all over the place. It'll focus it up here soon.
Change is coming.
I can't see any enemies anywhere near. Let's come on back and prepare just in case we have made a horrible mistake.
Teleport.
Warp on back. We can defend because there's like 4 or 5 factions sitting here that are all under Kolek's control.
Hack and cleave.
Let's get through and we see if Warvor is brave enough to try to besiege Krakow Ormsmatek. Krakow Ormsmatek has been besieged. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Warvor. We could just give it to the auto-resolve and have a beautiful close victory. Before we do, though, because we're not going to give this one to the auto-resolve, we're going to fight it ourselves. We'll give the extra leadership to... Blazer definitely needs it more than his boys do. It takes it from a close victory to a Pyrrhic one. Did disintegrating help us win? Let's decline the attack for now. I don't think there's any way I can get Kevin over.
Every soul will be sacrificed.
You very friendly with the Crow Brethren? No is the
I will
answer.
hear you. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk.
Let's go ahead and talk to the Greenskins. Hello there, Bone Rattlers.
This had better be interesting.
I hear that you guys are at war with the Brennans. What if I join you? You want to become my vassal? No, you've got lots of lands for me to take, so I don't need a vassal like you. No thanks. We'll just join your war for 700. That's a ton. Greenskin vassals seem very, very untrustworthy. Orcs will just start smashing everything immediately. Alright then. So then we move on the Brennans.
Swarm the mortal world seers.
We ambush all the way up right into their land.
Destiny awaits.
Destiny indeed awaits, and you have yourself a new mutation. Oversized set of heavy armor.
First Kislev. Then
Yes, indeed, he looks like an exploded biscuit can. That is unfortunate. It gives you the Fate of Juna, though, which is a fairly strong spell. We would just be losing our Infernal Gateway. Actually. Or would we have on? The Heavy Bracers? Or Transmutation of Lead upgraded? I already forget. It was one of these two. It was the Spiked Arm. No, it was definitely the Heavy Bracers. Transmutation of Lead is pretty strong, but what if instead we get this Junky Arm, use it to blend up. It affects up to 4 entities. 20 to 40 damage effective against 4 entities? We'll see, won't we? This arm, he's stuck in a beehive. Looks a little bit bad. There's no way they'll be ready to stop us. Oh, that's not enough Norskins to warrant fighting. So glad we have these Dawi here. Should we seduce a single unit of them just because? Cost 800, and we can use them to do some probably pretty serious damage. Let's grab just one. Welcome to Team Chaos. Okay, fighting against enemy blasting charges, so what we need to do is have all of these Tzeentch spawn up front. It's a ton of Dawi. But we couldn't allow them to siege for very long because we have a gold mine here. Let's have all of the Tzeentch spawn up front here. Spread them apart just a bit. They don't have any quarrelers at all, so we have to worry about it. We've got our Screamers, which are very meh. Models I like, but they're very meh. Horrors, which a lot of. Those are wrong position. I will have the spicy boys hiding out in the trees here, just in case. That's so many Dawi, they're likely going to try to flank, so we'll have something in the woods there to stop them. Blasting charges can waddle their way on over and hopefully get some flank explosions. Are you forced to be on foot? You are. Still faster than the Dawi and have access to blue fire, which would be awesome. Laser for when the enemy lord gets too close, and then we'll have the other 2 elite infantry squads hiding in the woods as well. Those, which we'll take a look at, and then the Chaos Marauders as well. Brutes of the Hound. These guys come from Norska. It wasn't very obvious. Interesting that we get access to them here on the Demons of Chaos, though, because they're not demons. It's pretty interesting we get access to the Marauders as well. I'm not going to complain. Going based on our nomenclature, we probably shouldn't. Here's our Chaos-aligned Dawi. They don't get any fun colors with our faction, they're just kind of gray and bland. Evil and corrupted. Let's do it. 2 heroes, front line, and then the beasties. put you guys in guard mode. We'll save the Fires of Chaos as well. Are you just gonna stay back and wait for us? That we can handle. I don't want to drop this down here. Do you think they'll move? I bet they will. Want as well. It's slow initial engagement. Gonna chuck a blue fire down this minor line. Quite a bit closer, that's fine. It does more damage the further away you are to units of troopers, but more damage to single entities the closer you are. Just due to the wiggliness of the spell itself. The proper Dawi. You close enough to launch your spell yet, sir? No. Close enough to launch normal magic. Alright, let's try to blast some blue fire down this line. They're really sending one unit of Dawi to stop him. A weird strategy. Don't mind sending in a unit or two of our spawn to smush you. We're really just gonna deploy. Oh, there we go. Here comes everyone else. The eyeball of Zinj keeps blinking. Ooh, one down with each throw, that's not bad. You launch some blue fire at anyone just yet? Yes, perfect. Turn around and go after these dwarf warrior great weapons. Throw it and run? Nope, you have to get way too close. That's not gonna work at all. We'll send you in the middle to smash them. You keep falling back. As long as you're able to launch the blue fire, it'll work just fine. There it is. A couple of them smashed into our own units. Not bad damage. Pink fire through everyone else. Those spells flying. You go ahead and fall back. Here come the blasting charges. Go ahead and stop them in their tracks. These two come over and help out with that. Everything else kind of move into position. Wait back here just a little bit. Let's come out and start smacking into these miners, though. Give them something else to worry about. They're going to try to surround as much as possible, which will be great for our pink warriors in the long run. Fires change. Go ahead and have any of them trying to flank around? One or two. You move in here and clobber the High Lord, who has now been dampened. Or one of the main infantry made it in. You guys charge and crush them then. Take fire into his back line should give him a Cork Flame weakness. Bad amount of damage either. Stop these guys from leaving. Go ahead and charge these blasting charges so they don't get their special attack. Go over the top, get the ones that are lagging behind, and we'll send our own blasting charges in. You guys stay back. Get shots in over here, try to pull these guys back. Reach the hound, you rip them apart. Rotate. Go pink fire through the line. Lord's giving him the business. Go ahead and activate the old dude of death. Giving everyone quite a bit more in terms of melee attack. Screamers splash down. Go ahead and deliver our glorious payload. All of you firing on the same unit. Looks like the Lord's fleeing for the hills. Keep dropping them up to activate the Hellblade. Oh no, he's not running for the hills. He's trying to take down our speedy units. Lee Sky Rays. And there, the Spawn's little vortex wave of doom is so strong. Peek fire through these miners. Explosions saw them eradicated. Ooh, that was not good for friendlies. Going in and reinforce. Those screamers are in a little bit of trouble. Stop these blasting charges from doing anything fun. No C4 for you. Power of tentacles and body slams. Knows you. Screamers have such awesome attack animations. It is a shame that they're not good. As soon as you get out of the first and second tier soldiers, these guys fall off so quickly. Alright, well I've got a ton of Dalway to run off, and I will catch you in a moment. Alright, decisive victory? Absolutely. Just a bunch of miners and normal dwarf warriors are never going to perform all that well. They just don't have a lot of killing potential unless the miners are actually able to chuck those explosives. And if they did, this would have been horrifying on our side. But what we are going to do is offer this glory to Tzeentch, even if we want to do it to Slaanesh, the extra favor. Trying to gain Tzeentch up as high as we can, as quick as we can for the extra flamers. Flamers are at the... We've finally reached the Flamers of Tzeentch. While Flamers themselves are great, I would prefer to get the Exalteds, which are even further. Just the range deficit on these guys is not great. They have only 100, which means they're very quick to shut down. They only get about a volley before it's time to retreat, which can be sometimes all you need. But I think we need a little bit more. But the Cosmic Body currently with Glean Magic, Winds of Change, and 500 barrier points. Avian Light Armor, though. Oh no, that looks fantastic. We're not even worried about an ab window. We're showing off our beautiful bird body. That armor looks awesome. So this will give us the Treason of Tzeentch and again his Golden Hounds. I actually think we prefer that quite a bit. Left arm being fitted Juno, we really haven't got a chance to try out, but the Light Gauntlets, a little bit less armor. It does look like it goes together, and it looks pretty awesome. But having the additional spells, I think, is the better call. Also makes us a little bit more tanky. So, the Beehive arm it is.
Herald of Corn.
You have earned yourself your keep. Slaying as many Dawi as you did. We'll grab the Ranger Standard. Comptroller is just for Nurglish units. That's Slaaneshis, which we're going to try to keep him with either Tzeentch or Khorne, which doesn't sound proper. But most Tzeentch units make enemies weak to fire, and most Khorne units deal fire damage naturally. So if you can force Khorne and Tzeentch to work together, that'd be a fantastic pair.
Herald grows stronger.
Indeed. He would win. That is awesome. Well, let's hand the Ranger Standard over to you. Standard to scare off the birds to you, and then the Doot of Victory. That is silly. 200 kills each. We'll go ahead and hand this glory on over to Slaanesh for the favor. Since we do have the Fury or the Flamers, we can at least use them if we really want to. I think I do want to add those into the other army. Where all the Spearmen are, we may take them all out and just add in the Flamers instead. If you get close enough to get hit, they are going to regret it. Alright, well that is all the time I have got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Kevin the Daemon Prince campaign. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember, leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub zone. I'll see you all in the next one.